Yo! What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to 5 shocking train derailments caught on camera. Alright, so I'm sure you all know what a train is. No need to explain. Let's get right into it.
Moment, a tornado rips a train clean off its track, and an incorrectly set switch sends a train smashing into the back of another.
Wow.
To the shocking moment, 2 trains collide practically head-on, and much more. Here are 5 train derailments that were caught on camera.
That just looks head-on. Alright. Most dangerous. Let's see what's up. Show us.
On December 30th of 2013, a major train derailment and oil spill occurred in Castleton, North Dakota. The incident involved a BNSF train carrying grain and another carrying crude oil. Footage released by the NTSB shows the moment of impact. The first shot shows the crude oil train as it passes by. At first, nothing seems out of the ordinary.
That seems just fine to me.
When the camera switches, the problem becomes evident. Look closely at the track up ahead. There seems to be debris or something on the track. Moments later, the train smashes into it and flies off the tracks. It slides across a snow-covered landscape before coming to a halt shortly after. The accident caused about 476,000 gallons of crude oil to spill and ignite, resulting in over $7 million in damages, not including environmental remediation costs. The investigation into the crash revealed that a damaged axle caused the first train carrying the grain to derail. Because the oil train's crew was on a different radio frequency, they had almost no advanced warning of what was ahead. Fortunately, there were no reported injuries.
Couldn't they just throw the snow in the fire? Does oil burn differently than that? You know what? Actually, oil does burn differently. They actually say don't pour water on oil. You know what? Actually, never mind. Ignore what I just said.
To residents or train crew members. The Castleton derailment and oil spill served as a wake-up call for the transportation industry and regulators to address the safety concerns of moving hazardous materials by rail. As a result, the U.S. Department of Transportation issued new regulations, including requirements for stronger tank cars and improved braking systems. On January 7th of 2008, a devastating tornado struck the Union Pacific Railroad near Harvard, Illinois. While the tornado caused significant damage to several buildings and homes, the most remarkable event was when the tornado hit.
New reaction idea. The next reaction is reacting to top 5 tornado. For sure.
A moving train. Footage from on board shows trees whipping and debris flying only moments before the tornado blows several cars off the track.
He just picks it up, huh? It's been a strong tornado, man. Wow. Oh, dude, that sucks.
Now, that wasn't bad enough. The rear portion of the train continued down the track, smashing into the cab.
Oh, it's about to get railed. Dude.
The tank car seen in the video, containing shock fluid, leaked for hours before being contained. This derailment led to the evacuation of the nearby town of Lawrence, while officials worked to clean up and investigate the crash. The tornado was first detected about 1.2 miles north of Poplar Grove in Boone County, and ended about 3.2 miles north-northeast of Harvard in McHenry County. It caused damage to trees, power lines, barns, and sheds before crossing the Boone-McHenry County line as a weak EF0 tornado. Overall, the tornado caused immense destruction, but the impact of the tornado hitting a
Imagine putting a kayak right there. Oh, that's a 10-pounder, you know. Just me. All right.
Train and causing a hazardous materials spill was particularly notable. The event highlights the incredible power of tornadoes and the devastating consequences they can have on people and infrastructure.
Number 3.
On October 9th of 2006, a BNSF local train with 3 engines and 115 freight cars was traveling from Carrick to Amarillo, Texas. On the same track heading south was a BNSF coal train with 4 engines and 128 loaded coal cars. At
Wow.
approximately 7:30 that evening, the coal train
It's like a
passed
mile.
Tumbleweed Road at milepost
52.
64.73. Shortly after, the crew noticed a siding filled with 53 freight cars. As they got closer, they realized that the switch was also directing them into that siding.
I can't see
With
squat.
little time to act, the engineer slammed on the emergency brakes, and everybody braced for impact.
Oh no, don't. Oh my gosh. Dead. I guess we'll never know actually. Cliffhanger. Oh my goodness.
The trains collided at roughly 32 miles per hour, causing the trailing engine and 17 coal cars to derail, along
Wow.
with 9 cars in the siding.
Let me guess,
An
caught fire.
investigation by the Federal
It did not.
Railroad Administration found that the switch the coal train went past seconds before was incorrectly set. It should have been set for the main track, but instead it was set for the siding. The brakeman of the local train was responsible for setting the switch, but failed to reset it to its normal position after switching cars. However, the conductor and engineer of the local, as well as the dispatcher, were also found to be at fault. Despite the damage sustained by the coal train's trailing engine, 5942, it was rebuilt and put back into service.
Numero dos.
In the early morning dawn of June 14th of 2006, two
Kismet,
Burlington
California,
Northern
sign
freight
to
trains
replace.
collided practically head-on at the Kismet siding on the outskirts of Kismet, California. The northbound train, BNSF 4479, the one the footage was filmed on, had priority and passed the signal shortly before the sighting that indicated that they were all clear. But as they turned a corner, the engineer and crew saw light up ahead from the southbound train BNSF 4059 and soon realized
we're gonna
that
see,
it was
guys.
moving. As they got closer to the siding, the signal was showing that they were in the clear, but at the very last second, it turned red and the trains collided.
Oh, did the guy just jump out? That's insane. Oh, dude, he just turned blue.
The camera immediately cuts to a blue screen, but the audio of the crash is still picked up. Truth be told, this was really a case of awful timing. The reason the light changed at the last second was because the southbound train rolled over a signal only moments before the collision. If you look closely, you can
Wow.
actually see the engineer of the southbound train jump out of the cab right
Yeah, I saw
before the
that.
crash at 22 miles per hour. Both trains ended up derailing and suffering catastrophic damage. After an investigation, it was determined that BNSF 4059 was the probable cause for missing an interlocking signal displaying a stop indication. Fortunately, no one was injured in the collision. However, it serves as a reminder of the critical importance of following proper procedures and being vigilant while operating trains.
That might be actually
One
a
mistake
top 5
can
job of
have
all time, by the
devastating
way.
consequences.
Being a train operator. So easy, I think.
In many cities, light trains are a common and quite popular mode of transport.
Then again, I don't know
However,
nothing
on
about
September
trains.
21st of 2022, a light rail train in Aurora, Colorado met with a terrible fate when it dramatically derailed and split in two. The
Does that even
accident took
count as a
place at the
train?
intersection of Exposition Avenue and Sable Boulevard. Video released by the police shows the train as it approaches a turn. It was supposed to take it at 10 miles per hour. But as you're about to see, it was going quite a bit
Way
faster
faster
than
than
that.
10, dude.
As it rounds the turn, it flies off
Oh.
the tracks and onto the street.
Oh, my
the front
goodness.
two cars separate, while the back two continue on the track before also derailing. Apparently, the train was hurtling at almost 39 miles per hour when it came around the corner, which is nearly 4 times the speed limit.
didn't
There
even
were also
flip.
24 passengers on board when the accident occurred. While 3 had to be taken to the hospital, none had any serious injuries. Clearly, the operator of this train is at fault for the crash. Not long after, a corrective action plan was put in place to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to
I did enjoy this video, and in fact, that looks insane. What is that little helicopter drone? That's kind of cool. However, this video was pretty informative. It was really cool. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as my YouTube channel, if you didn't already get the memo. yeah, guys. Baller Kev reacts. Adios.